and you can see that it is coming on the left side now. And whatever I'll send here, like hi, yes, it's coming on the right side. And here, hey, what's up everyone, I'm Ismail and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we'll be talking about WhatsApp Drone application part 13b, where we are going to check our sending messages part. So if you haven't had yet the source code, you can move over to your browser and open GitHub that we have here. So this repository we have, so you can just take a clone from there and then you can get the source code as well. Till now we have till part 13. So right now we'll be working on the part 13 only, and after that I'll merge the code with our master branch. Awesome. So also, if you haven't watched the earlier parts yet, that is 13a, 12b, 12a, 11, then do watch that as well. Link is in the description box as well as right here. Awesome. So with that all being said, let's just start with the video. So here you can see that we have our application, and right, so I can just run the app and let's see like how we have to move further from here. Alright, so app is built. Alright, so let me just quickly log in as well. So I've logged in the app, and now what we'll be doing, I'll head over to my contacts. So contact is not there, so I'll make one. So I'll go to the contacts, skip, add a contact. And I'll hit save. So our contact is made, and if I refresh, there we have our contact. So if I click on that, it will open up our chat screen because the person is already have an account. So if we go to our Firebase, you can see in the users, we have two users. One is myself, that is 9999, yes Makan, and another one is this one, 888, and person 8 is. Okay, so here we are getting person 8 last. That's what the name we logged in with. Awesome. So now let's try to send messages. So in the last video we wrote the entire logic. Let's see if it works, and let's see if the debugging we have to do. So I'll click here and I'll hit send message something. So hello world, I'll hit send. Now we are getting an error here, and in the Firestore, let's see. So in the chats, we have two chats now. So these are two chats, and if I go to the messages, if I go here, we can see that hello world is storing, but this is wrong because the way I want it is that chat will be always one. So between two users, we want one chat object, and inside that messages will come, multiple messages will come. So earlier I messaged hello, so that is one message. So another message has to come inside here, messages. So we have to fix that. So let's go to the send message logic once and check like where is the issue happening. So I'll move over to my send message. So here you can see send message. We are generating a random hex, chat ID, and yeah. Send chat message. Is GIF clicked? Awesome, everything is there. The issue is this of chat ID. We are getting the chat ID in the initialize method. We are getting the chat ID. So let me check here. Let's print it out. What is here the temporary chat ID? So I'll just print it out. I'll go back. I'll hot reload and I'll click once. And you can see that the temporary chat ID is null. And it should not be null because we already have chat with that user. So let's see how the logic is written for the chat ID that we are getting. So inside here we have our contact list view. So in the contact list view, you can see we have our chat and user and the chat and chat ID. So basically the problem is here. On clicking, we are getting the chat, we are fetching the user. So user we have, user snapshot we have, but it is not able to find the chat because it is searching in the UUID for that. Okay, got it. So first we have to go back to the send message logic. And here whenever we are sending the chat message, here it is updating fine in the chat ID. So in the chats it's working, but this logic is not working. So if I go to the users, and here you can see that we can't see any chat here. Neither in this user, chats is not coming. But we wrote the logic that for the user, for that particular user, and then inside the chats we have to add a chat ID. So this logic is not working. Let's see now why. Okay, so the issue is that first we have to check if that chat ID document exists or not. If it does not exist, then we can't just update it. We need to add new document inside. So that is the issue. So let's just fix that. So here will exist 1 is equals to this, right? And if it does exist, then we have to do this logic part. Okay. Dot update. Yeah. So if it exists, only then we will update. So here what we are doing is that if the chat ID exists, then we are simply going to update the chat model that we have here. The chat has user, chat ID, message, and this all data will come. Perfect. Else, if it does not exist, then we have to use set. So set it will do for the first time. Same thing we will be doing for this second one as well. So let me just remove, or let me just change here only. So first we'll get this exist logic. Exists to doc2 collection stock chat ID get exists, and if exists to, then you will update it, else you will set. And let's just add await for both. All right, it should work now. It should work now. So let's do one thing. I'll go in chats and I'll remove the entire charts collection. I'll delete that, and yeah, so charts, nothing is there. So if now I go back, the chart ID will be coming as null. So if I click on it, temporary chart ID is null because earlier there are no charts. Now if I message, so let me just delete that, send a message, I'll refresh the page once, and here in the chat we are getting one message, that is hello world, correct. And then in the users we are getting the charts now. So let me go, I sent from my account, so charts, and you can see that we have a chart ID that is 1C96B02, and that is same ID as 1CB96B02. So the chart ID is matching for both the charts and both the users. And inside the person 8 also, the chart is registered. So this chart is like the home page of that. So in the home page, charts will come. So these are the charts for that. And we have some basic information as well, like the last message, hello world, that we can show in the home page, last message. And then chart ID we have, message we have, date time, everything is there. Perfect. So let's just see like why we are getting an error here. So null is not a subtype of type string. Let me go in the stream builder. So this is the issue in the stream builder, and the issue is coming in the date time key. So the date time is stored as null. Okay, so where it is coming from? So let me go up. So this is the e.data. So this is get chat messages. Let's just go and check. So it's coming from Firestore. Okay, so whenever we are sending the message, let's go back to send chat message. So you can see that we are getting here message.from JSON, and this is the message, not to JSON. So message. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's do one thing to fix that issue, because it's saying that the date time is not there. So what I will do is I will go message dot date time is equals to date time dot now. Is it final? Yep, it is set as final. Okay. Quick thing, I can just remove the final and that will fix the issue. So yeah, date time, let's just remove the final. So yeah, I can set the date time now. Date time will be set to date time not none whenever we are sending the message. So now time it will send. Let's hot reload. I'll open it up again. Okay. Still the temporary chat ID is coming as null, that it should not. Let's see why. So the issue is right now inside our contact list view. So let's just hit over there, contact list view, and you can see that the get chat, so the chat is returning as null, but we already have a chat. So let's just go to the get chat. User we have, I can see the user list that we were printing. So here we have one try catch. So user doc ref charts. So this user doc is for my reference, and the charts collection where I'm checking in for the UUID. So let's see. So here I'll go back to the users, charts, this chart, and then I'm searching for UUID. We don't have a UUID only. Let's do one thing. I'll add this UUID inside our chart. So I'll go in our model, chart model, and I'll add a string final string UUID. Awesome. So we have to now pass UUID as well. Data UUID as alright. Model is done. Now in the Firestore manager, now this should work once we have the user ID as well. So here we just need to pass the user ID. Alright. So user dot UUID. Same we have to do for the local DB. Local DB dot user dot UUID. Great. Issue is fixed. Let's go again. Go back to our users and I'll delete the charts. So that will go there. Delete collection charts. So I remove the charts from my account as well as from the person 8 account. I'll remove it. Let's delete it from here as well. And now go to the charts. We don't want the charts as well now. Okay, let's delete it. Let me hot reload. I'll click. Temporary chart ID is null. No chart is there. I send hello world. We are getting hello world. Okay, so we are getting hello world. There are no errors. That means let me just refresh and check for the users. Charts is there. And yeah, UUID also we are storing. So let me just go back and come back again to check if the message is still there or not, and it's there. That means sending message is working. Awesome. There is a few issues. If I enter, you can see that the text is not going because we are using a provider and the text editing controller is inside that. So whenever we are initializing, we have to clear it. So I'll just dot clear this as well. What else we have to reinitialize? I don't think so. Anything else, or better, what I'll do is user chat ID, provider, scroll controller, client is fine. GIF controller also we have to clear it. Okay, this I'll remove because temporary chat ID now we are getting. Awesome. And now let's just copy all of this and paste it so that everything will be reverted back. And I'll remove these boolean values. Perfect. So now I'll hot reload. I come back, everything is fresh and new. Awesome. So we can send multiple messages. I'll try to send one more message to check like if everything works. So next message, hit send. Okay, it's coming here. Last message. Now as you can see, the last message is automatically updated to the next message. So this we will have to show in our home page. Next message now will come. Awesome. I hope it's making sense to you guys as well, like how everything is working. So now you can see for the chat messages, 2 messages we have. Great. So let's see if the person 8 is coming in our home page as well. If I go back, so right now you can see that no data found is coming. Let me hot restart to check if it works then or not. Okay, still no data found. So let's just go and fix that so that person 8 chat will come here. Let's go and do that. So in our home page, we don't have any init state. We are using stream builder get user chats. Okay, so basically what it is doing is Firestore. So we already, I made the get chat, right? Where UUID is equals to local db dot user dot UUID. Right, so the problem here is that we are using a get user chats, and first we have to get the doc ID. So the user doc ID we need to fetch, and for that it is of type future. We have to await it so that we can get the user snapshot, and based on that we are getting the first dot document ID, and then we have to get the chats ID. Right, but earlier we were using directly as a stream. Yes. So what I will do now is I will wrap this stream builder with our future builder. Future builder. I'll pass the future data. We will get the data. So now the type of data we are getting is this. So if data not equals to null, I don't think data will be null, no. So data dot has data and data dot connection state is equals to done. Right, so if it is done, then we will pass data dot data, and that will be our stream. Cool. And if it is not done, let's just return a sized box. I'll format the code once. Yeah. Hot reload. Alright, so still we can't see if we got any data or not. So stream builder. So let's just go into the get user chats and let me print it out. So print it out the user snapshot document first ID. Alright, so we are getting the user ID. So that is my user ID. So the issue is here. This is no data found. So this condition is not meeting. That is data.data not equals to null and connection state as done. Alright. Okay. Connection state done. It can't be because continuously, like if there any other chat also we have, we can't add that done. Okay, so now we are having a chat and it is causing the error in the image URL. Okay, so this is inside of a custom list style. Right. Okay. For now, what I will do is if it is null, I'll add a static image from the internet. So I'll head over here, user icon ng, and yeah, anything like we can add copy image address and I will paste that address. Okay, so person 8 last is coming in the chat, but the last message is wrong. Let's just check why. So in the subtitle, sentences index. So what is this sentences? So it is taken from the static. Let's just remove that. So chats index dot last message dot, and then now basically we have to check what type of message is that, and based on that we have to show if it is a file will show, and one icon we have to show, something like that. So for now what I will do is I'll just add a text here. So message we have, right? And if it is null, I'll just show an empty dash. So next message is coming. Perfect. So this is the chat that we did. Now if on clicking, what will happen? So in the custom list style, we have to make the on tap as well. So it will navigate to our message page with the chat ID. The chat ID we have, user we have. So let me click on that. We are navigating. So let me just chat again. So new message, and let's add emojis as well. So I'll add 2 emojis. I'll hit send. Okay, now I will go back. New message, right? So our sending message is working fine. Now let's check if the person 8 is receiving the messages as well or not. So what I will do, I will log out. Yes, log out. And I will log in from person 8's account and then check if the messages are coming on the left side or not. So 888 is the phone number. I'll request the OTP. Yes. And then here I will enter the 1 2 3 4 5 6 our static OTP that we mentioned in Firestore. So here we got some error, and then yes marker is coming, and then a new message is coming. On clicking, it's still coming on the right side. We want in the left side now. Let's see that logic as well. First, let me check what is the issue that we were getting. So here inside the stream builder message, so the issue is with the date time. Okay, so the message from JSON last message does not have the date time. Okay, so all right, 1743 is coming. Yeah, time is correct actually. 1743, 1 minute ago only I set it. Okay, all right, so the data, okay, it's not null parse, right? So the date time, okay, so not equals to null, only then we will call this parse. Sorry, yeah. So let's show date time dot now, or better, we have to have a date time parser. So if it is null also, yeah, okay, let's have date time dot now. Okay, so I'll hot restart once again to check if that error comes or not. No error. Perfect. Now here we have to make it to the left side. How do we do that? Right. So this logic will come inside our message list view. We are laying down the messages, and inside the message model we have a render, right? And based on that we have a value is incoming message, correct? And what we are doing is that we are sending is incoming message. So this logic is wrong. If you see in the users in the chats and open up the chat last message, you can see that is incoming message. It is saved as false. That means it's not an incoming message. It's I am sending that message, and it is false for both ways, right? We don't want that. So what I will do is, instead of sending like in the model, I'll delete this final string user sending message UUID. So whatever user is sending the message, there's UUID we will store here, and then we can compare that. Okay, we can compare that with the UUID of the chat. Like if the UUID of Yashmakan matches with this message, then it will come in the left, otherwise it will come in the right. Makes sense? So here I'll just replace this part, and now here I'll make a boolean is incoming message. I'll add this. So how we'll know if it is an incoming message? The user sending the message UUID is equals to, now here in the render, what we have is provider. I can pass provider dot user dot UUID. User ID. Let's go back in the render to check if there are any errors. Yeah, I'll make it as that. Okay, so this is a render. Let's go back. So this is the user ID. So if it is equal to the user ID, that means it's an incoming message, otherwise it's not, right? And here I will change this, shift F6 first, and copy this key. Perfect. Now inside the message provider, we are getting a lot of error messages that, okay, user sending the map, and here is local db dot user dot UUID. Why? Because these are on menu clicked, we are sending that particular phone is sending the message, so we can get the user ID from the local db, and everywhere it will be the same logic only. So we can just copy that. I'll hot reload first, format the code, and I will just paste it. Okay, I'll paste it everywhere. Also, I can make this final only, so final string. Yeah. Now there's one more error in the message page here. Same thing. Okay, so can copy it, paste it, import the local db, paste this here as well, and everywhere where we are sending the message. So here sending from that particular phone, so user ID we can send like this. Awesome. Now since the logic is changed, we have to remove our chats that we made. So I'll head over to the chats, I'll delete the collection as chats, I'll delete all of the chats, and from each user as well we'll remove the chats. So I'll go to the chats, and delete collection chats, and for person 8 as well, delete it. Now let's try. Hopefully it should come in the left right order like we have made. So I will go back. You can see that there are no chats that we can see right now. So let's go back to our home page. All right. Yeah. Error has data size box. Instead of that, I'll show no data found. Okay. Now what else? Here inside the list view got separated. Let's just see the chart's length. If charts.length or charts is empty, return no data found. Exactly. Okay. So no data is there. Now what we have to do is I'll go back and log out and again log in with my own account and then send a message if it works or not. 6 submit. Okay, we got one error for a second. Let me check that. So in the models, user sending message UUID. Okay, I made it as a string. It will be this nullable. It can be. Let me hot restart to check. All right. Now contacts we will go to. We'll click on person 8. Person 8 has an account. So now I'll send a message. Hello, let's just see, send that. I'll go back. Okay, person 8 message is coming. On sending, still data is there. So what I'll do is we have the send message. Now the message page. Right. So here send message and then controller. So message controller clear. Same thing we have to do for the icon dot send icon message, send message dot clear. Let's send. Yeah. Okay. So if I go back, that message we are getting. Now let's go log out and log in back again and check if it's coming on the left side or not. And you can see that it is coming on the left side now, and whatever I'll send here, like hi, yes, it's coming on the right side. And here the render we have for this, so it is a text message. I'll go there and this is the color. So let's just reduce the color a little bit, right? So yeah, I think it, yeah, okay, fine. So yes, okay, makes sense. So our sending messages is done. I'll head back to my own account. So now personate hi yes messages coming from there. So I can say hi personate, and like that, like our sending is perfectly working fine. Now let's see how we will send GIF messages as well. So if I send GIF now, I'll load it, and yeah, GIFs I can see, like okay, here are some GIF, and if I click GIF I can see here, but if I go back and open again, GIF message is there. Okay, so it's working perfectly fine with the logic that we have written right now. GIF message we can send successfully, but you can see outside I'm getting a dash because inside our home page you can see that in the subtitle we are getting this thing. So what to do now is I move over to our message model and then get subtitle. I will create a string. So string get subtitle. Let's make it as a getter, right? And let's add this, and switch case is not needed. Switch case won't work here. So if okay, I'll add else for now and return a dash like we were supposed to, or let's just not return anything. And this get subtitle now I can use in my home page. Okay, so get subtitle. So we are getting URL now, complete URL for the GIF. Instead of that, I'll pass GIF. So you can see that the last one is GIF. All right. Now let's try with some other as well. So here, first let me change for the main menu design part. So in our message page, dance, yeah, okay. So in the message page, sorry, main menu. The provider.main menu is here we are showing. So background color is transparent, and here the color we have. Let me check if this is the color only. So color.red, and yeah. So now what we can do is I can just say context dot is dark mode, or for now it is like colors dot white only. I think it will make sense. Yeah. Also, what I will do, I will wrap this with a material and put a elevation of 4 maybe. Yeah, I think, yeah, okay. And then let's maybe increase the height that we have, and add the border radius in material as well. Put a comma, hot reload. So yeah, now let's try to send something else like a image. So I'll head over to the gallery. Right now we don't have any image, so I'll open up the camera. I'll take the image of this beautiful person and I'll send it, and there we go. We are getting some errors for the image. Alright, let's see why. The issue is that we have to integrate Cloud Firestore now, because first whenever we are uploading an image, it will upload on Firestore, and then we'll get link, and then same thing like we are doing with the GIF, we'll be doing with the image as well. So right now, if we head over to our message provider, here you can see that on clicking the camera, we are capturing the image as X file, and then GIF bytes we are passing, right? Instead of this GIF bytes, we have to pass. So we don't have an image, so URL, yeah, GIF URL we need to pass. So here we have to integrate Cloud Firestore. So we don't have not Firestore, storage, Firebase storage. So sending messages is done. This issue is with the uint8less data type we need to pass. So in the next video, what we'll be doing is sending images, videos, location, different types of messages we'll try to send using Firebase, and we'll store that in our Firebase storage. All right, then so in the next video we'll be doing that. Other than that, we'll also work on our status so that we can store status as well, and then we can upload status, and then other users can view our status there. So we can add a status, and then others can see that status. So we'll be working on that. So I think like moreover, it's like 4 videos, I guess we'll be taking more. So sending the message with different types like video, location, I'll cover in one video, status I'll take in one video, and then we'll work on this settings in our third video, and profile as well, and call that we have, call page also we'll take. So moreover 4 videos it will take to complete this entire application. So with that being said, I'm Ishmak, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to like it, subscribe my YouTube channel as well. And with that being said, peace out.